Mantis here with another VOD review. If you like what you see, please comment on the video. Please, it really helps. Also, DM me if you want a review like this, and let's just get started. So we have Iron 2, Pix, fairly new player. I think Pix said to me, I play Vex mid for ranked. I started playing support. I don't like it. So if that's the case, I can suggest you probably want to be playing top lane or ADC. But the thing about top lane is that the champions are a little bit different, right? And looking at your champion pool, Vex, Sona, Lulu, it's very there's only 12 champions. There's not a lot, right? So, but looking at what you like, I feel like you like mages, right? And you do have a game of Seraphine here. So, what I suggest really is stick on Vex, right? But start playing Seraphine mid and Seraphine ADC. I think that will benefit you greatly rather than having to stick to playing a role you don't like playing, because when that happens you don't have fun, and when you don't have fun it could feel grueling or like a waste of time sometimes. And that's honestly what I think. I really think you should just pull off support. All your games on in ranked are support, and the first thing you said to me is I don't like playing support. So make the switch, right? And if you do like playing Lux, play Lux middle. And honestly, some people actually play Lux as a ADC too. So, but not a lot of people do it. So just something to think about. You do have games on Annie. So the way I see it is that yeah, stick to mid and probably play. Hey, your support Annie is actually looking pretty good. Like if you don't want to switch off support, just stick to support Annie, and then drop the support Lux for now, because it feels like you're just inting on her, right? Maybe you're just not having fun or whatever, right? Tilted a little bit. But your Annie, you die a lot, I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, let's just get into a game. And that's what I think about your match history. You play a lot, and then with your runes and masteries, let's see what you got here. So in League, you always have to adapt and change, right? So I showed you one trick GG before, but I just want to show you again, right? So this is what like I would do, right? I just look at the common builds, right? But then I'll also go ranking, and then so there's Quantum, and there's Dank, Lil Peep. So this guy, he's a Korean player, Danko. Why not go check him out, right? And then sort by Korea, put the name in, and then you can see the last time he played Vex, right? And look at his build: Corruption Potion, Dark Seal, and just gain information like that, right? And then come to a conclusion what you think the best build is, right? You can even click on Vex picture on OPGG. It'll bring up a similar page, but you can also see some more top players at the bottom, right? And just continue forever and ever. If you want to get good at League, just continue looking at what people do, what people run, and if you can, try to get the VODs up, right? And try to look at them, right? This guy brings TP. Who does he bring into? LeBlanc. Wonder why that is, right? Why does he take the MR? Why does he take attack speed, right? How did he get Lost Chapter 5 minutes, and then maybe this game versus LeBlanc took TP again, right? So, and then the next player profile, and just rinse and repeat, and then learn, right? And try not to learn from players that are too low rank, because you might pick up some bad habits, right? But when they are like masters, for example, okay, just look at the best player, right? So this guy's Diamond 1, this guy's Masters. They're about the same ELO, but this guy's Masters, right? So probably take this guy's information a little bit better. And yeah, that's a good way of like learning. That's what I do. So this game, you just popped off, right? So I don't really want to watch this game. You need to play more games. There's not enough VODs that I want to watch on your profile. Yeah, drop the Melio. Don't play Melio anymore. For sure, do not play Melio. See here. Okay, defending really nice, really nice. Very good job. Most of the people I see. Okay, well, when you defend, don't, don't, don't just stop defending, right? Right now this area is uncovered again. Because there is such a thing as a late invade, right? So for example, let's say you're here, you're covering, and then you do the same thing where you just leave. If these guys are waiting here, they can invade late, and then you're in trouble town, right? So might as well continue to defend, right? So the idea of defending for you is there, right? But you need to defend longer, right? And then here, never want to be missing EXP for the leash. So what I suggest is literally next time, because MF missed it, right? So literally next time, the time to leave, rule of thumb for me is this. So I'll show you right here. So how do I know this right now, right? So when the wave touches each other, that's when I go, right? That's my rule of thumb. So look. See how they're approaching each other on the minimap? And then boom, right there. This is the perfect time to go, right? So you as a player need to ping back and go, right? See how both of you guys took a little bit extra long here? Follow that rule of thumb and it'll immediately increase your power as support and ADC, right? Because the ADC is the one who missed it. So now you guys are literally at a disadvantage coming into lane at the start of the game. So is Ezreal, right? I think she missed one melee MF, and I don't think you missed any. Yeah, you didn't miss any, but I think she missed one. But regardless of the situation, when people miss minions, it's a disadvantage. The good autos here. If you guys are playing aggressive, and you are, you can also use this time to thin out the wave a little bit. And then here you're just a little bit too close, so let's just put it on you. I'm liking all of this, liking this, liking this. So with Ezreal, how he works is that he shoots a bolt of energy for 100, right? So there's two options what you could do, right? And the first option is the most common option. It's to stand in between minions. So if he Qs, he'll hit the minion, and then you can just auto over or throw a spell. And the second one is to hide in a bush and be deceptive with your movement, right? So basically go in the bush and then move here and then move here and then move here and then throw spells and auto him and try to dodge it, right? But that is obviously a little bit too, it's too extra, right? You don't need to do all that, right? Because all you can do is right click here and just stop moving, and it does the exact same job, right? So keep in mind against Ezreal, right? So when you walk up here, you fall victim to his trap, right? He can deal almost 200 damage to you, and you're at 539 HP, right? So when you take a trade like this, understand that you're at risk of dying, right? But then when you take this trade when you're in the minions, maybe you don't follow up with the auto attack, but you throw the E, you don't lose this much HP, right? And now because you're in the bush, you're too close to Fizz, and Fizz is going to deal damage to you too, right? So this is just a misposition by you, right? And you never want to be dying in the early game. You want to be the one killing them, right? So I can tell you right now, your support needs a lot of work, but this is just also understanding of the matchup. So because you have such a low champion pool, you know, you played 13 champions in ranked, and then if this is your main account, right, you don't have any other accounts, you don't really deviate to other champions. Okay, we played Ryze once 13 days ago, played Seraphine, okay, you played a Pantheon game, right, but you don't really deviate from your main picks, right? So what happens is you don't know the matchups that well, and people can abuse you for that, right? So this should be like a highlight for you, that maybe ranked right now is something you should be playing a little bit less, and you already do play a little bit less, but maybe even a little bit more. But you need to learn these matchups, right? So maybe outside of the game, you know, you could just write up like Ezreal guide or something, you know, and then, you know, learn about these characters, right? Right? It's a 3-minute video, but like I feel like you really need to just kick it to the basics and learn these things, right? And then you won't be in these positions next time, right? Because this entire time you could have kited up towards MF, so Ezreal's Q would go on MF and not you, right? But if you're not actively thinking about those things, it'll never happen, right? So might be like a wake-up call for you, that you might have to expand your champion pool a little bit, maybe in normal games, but definitely for sure you need to learn these matchups. And you don't have to play it, you can also watch it, right? So like another great YouTube is Damisum Lux, right? And then go to videos, right? And it shows all the Lux mid, right? Maybe there won't be a Lux support, but there could be, right? Regardless, you just gotta watch, right? Watch and learn, right? Learn these matchups. How does Lux versus GP in lane early, right? This kind of stuff, right? Watch how these guys do it, right? He has 500 games and he's a master, right? Like, this is someone you want to learn from, right? And just start watching, right? You need to just learn a little bit more about the game. You play your champs, but like you gotta play, not yeah, you gotta play other champs too. Learn it. Good trading. I'm not sure if you have a ward up or not, but this could be warded. As you're walking, move your mouse over and hotkey, whatever, like 1 or something. I think I use 4, right? 4 and click the brush before, like in every skirmish, even whether it's in the river, it's always the same, right? If the enemy goes in the bush and you have a ward and you can go and it's a skirmish, if you can ward before you enter, you gain that vision, right? And you're able to get these kills, right? I know he used his spell to escape, but if it's a different champion, you might be able to get that kill, right? 1 second. Here it's you're just playing a little bit too aggressive. I'm not. Let me be honest with you, Pix. I don't think that I don't think your Lux is quite ready for ranked. You need to play Lux a lot more. You need to learn about Lux's, the ins and outs of Lux. You know, like you just need to know this is not a position you should ever be in. You should be tending to the wave and maximizing your AD's CS, right? And yeah, you did the nice combo here. And chasing is fine because you want to get the kill, right? But you need to go back and start tending to the wave as well, right? Right here. So after that, you miss that Q, it's immediate back. Try to get level 3 because you're almost level 3 and you get your W, right? So this is, yeah, definitely, I want you to watch more Lux players play and see how they play and emulate them, because you can emulate them easily, right? You just need a better base understanding of what to do. And then when you're dying a lot on support, it's better to buy Ruby Crystal because it gives you more HP so you can survive, right? Like 150 HP. So just try to keep that in mind. Buying damage when you're behind like this when you're this far behind is maybe not the best idea, right? That was a very nice job. Good roam. W. Cool down, okay. Good. Yeah, nice W, I like it. Execution on the Q is fine. Good ward there. Yeah. Excuse me, you don't really know the limits of your champion, right? Because like if I was playing Lux and I landed this Q, I'd immediately walk up, use one auto attack to proc the passive, and then walk away. Right, so I'd deal that extra 50 damage, right? He would have been dealt way more damage there. You're giving a little bit too much respect to Fizz. But now that you're out of mana, it's time to back up. In a spot like this when you have no mana, I know it's hard to tell that there's like a situation going on here, but you really just want to hold it. You want to hold your mana. It's not the time to go for an aggressive play on Fizz because his playful trickster, right? He can just jump, right? Sorry, I sped it up again. So you kind of want to be using your Q right now for after he jumps, right? Because you Q, and then he can use any spell, pretty much his Q as well, to Urchin Strike to dodge, right? And it's just a waste of mana. Now you can't do anything except auto attack, right? But it's like a specific spot. This is a specific spot, and in here it's like a mathematical thing that I can teach you. So when you go here and fight, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 ranged minions, right? And each one of them deal damage, right? So it's 27, right? 27 times 6, right? So that's 162, right? That's almost like a third of your HP. And then the melee, right? 12, maybe 2 of them attack you, right? So 24, right? Plus 162. So it's like about 186, right? So it's like, yeah, kind of almost a third of your HP, right? So when you fight like this, you know, it's really bad. That's why you take so much damage, right? But again, your positioning is quite poor, and it's because you need a better base understanding of how to play the game for ranked mode, right? Yeah, you come to a good place that can help you get better, but also it's on you to start taking in information that'll help you become better, and that the best way to do it is just like that, those raw VODs, right? Unedited VODs, and just learn how to play early game lane phase. That's probably the most important aspect of League for solo queue, these early points, and then later on, when it gets later and later, it doesn't really matter, right? Because if you're not 2-0-3 and the enemy is 1-3 or 0-2, you're not doing it right, especially for your ELO. So I'm gonna try to leave the VOD here, and hopefully it helps, right? Because like you have a lot of work to do, and like honestly, you can learn in multiple ways, right? Like playing ranked is definitely a good way to learn, but you definitely need to like do a small refresher on Lux, right? Like everything about Lux, right? And start watching how better players play Lux in solo queue, and that'll help you a lot. And with that, hopefully these tips help, and good luck on the Rift.